Well, a new story developing this morning in Afghanistan could potentially spell trouble for the Obama administration. Have you heard about it? The Afghans passing a law that, well, it essentially allows Afghan men to legally rape their wives. That's according to critics. This as the U.S. tries to defeat the Taliban there and improve our relationship with the Afghan government. It creates an awkward situation. President Karzai said he is reviewing the law. Right now we're joined by Geert Wilders. He's a member of the Dutch parliament who's been an outspoken critic of Islamic extremism, so much so he's under 24-hour police guard because of the death threats. Mr. Wilders joins us from Los Angeles, where he's touring the country. Welcome. Good to see you here on the Fox News Channel. What do you think about this law?
Well, unfortunately, it's another example about what Islam really stands for. I mean, a martial law that gives the man the right to rape women, of course, is something that is very far away from everything that our values and our Christian culture stands for. So how can one be not opposing it in the most strongest way, this terrible law in Afghanistan?
I mean, the United Nations is condemning this law. I mean, what is the genesis behind this, Mr. Wilders? According to the law, it says that Afghan men can have sex with their wives every fourth night, even if they don't want it. You know, what is it about extremism that we see these type of laws and rules time and time again?
Well, we see it not only, unfortunately, in Afghanistan. We see it all through the Arab and Islamic world. Polygamy, the way how to divorce a woman by just saying 3 times that you want to divorce her. It's all over the Arab world, from Iran to Saudi Arabia, unfortunately Afghanistan, Pakistan. So this is exactly what we should warn the West for. I mean, we are importing those kind of culture in Europe and perhaps even in the United States. We should be more strong in defending our own culture and our own Western values, and be aware that if we don't, and if we let, well, this kind of Islamic lawfare coming to our continent, that at the end of the day we will lose our freedom. And this is the best example why we should indeed stop the Islamization of our societies.
You just talk about the Islamization of our societies. Look, we're talking about the extremism. And you just mentioned the fact importing it. Here in the United States, there was talk of a Sharia law, of allowing this here in our country and not relying on the American court system.
Exactly. Well, it's even worse in Europe. Today, a lot of people don't really recognize that. But even today, in the United Kingdom, Sharia law is already in place. When it comes to family law, when it comes to private law, there are already Sharia courts functioning in Europe. And once again, I have nothing, I have no fight against Muslims, I have no fight against the people. But indeed, the Islamic ideology is a violent ideology. It's an ideology that really does not want to assimilate in our societies, but want to submit, want to impose their terrible laws and ideology into our societies. And that's why the example of Afghanistan, the example of the United States, and indeed the effectiveness of Sharia courts already functioning in the United Kingdom should be a very strong warning that we should do more to defend our freedom, because once again our freedom is at stake today.
Geert Wilders, you're very controversial, but you are here in our country now with that warning, and we thank you very much for joining us here on the Fox News Channel this morning.
Thank you so much.